Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex forecast. So we're slowly going to the summer time. So usually during July and August market is slower than usual. We also have less volatility. We might have situations that price will be in the range for 1 or 2 weeks. So please remember that and keep in mind on this if you want to trade. I personally usually have a small break during this period and I choose trades really wisely. Yes. I don't jump in everywhere. Aussie Swiss franc, this is the first pair on the weekly chart. What we can see here that we have like a weekly long 1 to 3 prices around the 36 EMA together with the strong support zone here. So it's similar to EURJPY. So what we can get continuation of this up move. We also have resistance up here. So if price continues to go up, maybe we'll get set up. Maybe price will finish here. Yes, and then in case of the breakout, what we can do, we can look for another resistance which is up here. Yes, in case of possible down move, our next support level is somewhere around this area here. Yes, so right now we are on the good level for continuation of the buys. We go to the daily. We didn't get right now. We don't have much volatility, but we are squeezed in this area. So definitely what we can do is to wait for possible breakout of the trend line and the 36, and we look for long scenarios. Our main goal is here in between. We also have resistance somewhere around this zone, and then in case of breakout of this area, price might continue to go down, and this will be our target, this support zone. So basically the best idea is to look for breakouts here. If you would like to do day trading and scalping, this area is around 60 pips, so it's not much. But if we would like to trade on the 4-hour chart, will be too late. So we have to go to 1-hour time frame. And for example, if we decide to look for short entries, we need to get like a breakout of the trend line, 1 to 3 is there, and then we can look for possible short scenarios. Target will be this zone. Yes, so this is what we can do. And if price reached this support level, what we can do, we can still look for potential buy scenarios to target this trend line. Yes, in case of the breakout, we'll get early entry. Yes, so we can trade here in this range, but remember, it's not so big range. It's only like 50 60 pips. Yeah, but it's still possible to do this. The best way is to wait for breakout. Euro yen. We had this retracement. We discussed about possible retracement finally to the 36 EMA. Price didn't test the EMA on the weekly chart. So let's try to look for support resistance levels. And if we pay attention, we have a little bit of the support here. We also have support around the 36 EMA. And the next one is lower here. And our resistance will be, of course, on the previous tops here. Yeah? So what situation we have right now? We are still above the 12 EMA. So maybe we'll get continuation of this up move. If yes, we have goal 200 pips, or price will still continue to go down, but we have support here, so it's only 120. But if we will get retracement, price might easily go to this support zone here. So on the daily chart, what we have, we had daily trendline breakout. Yes, we have daily trendline breakout. You see, we have right now daily short 1 to 3. So right now daily chart is pointing down. So we would like to go short, target this. So if we go to 4-hour time frame, right now we don't have setup, and you see that this was really steep move here. So what we have to do is to wait for another setup below, and then we can look for short entries, target this support, or we go to lower time frames. And right now our setup is in making. So if we get this, we can look for short entries here. Okay. We look for this. We also have trend line here. So we have new lower low, lower high. So we can try to look for short scenarios here on the 1-hour time frame. Do we have any 4-hour chart trend line? Let me check. We also have this 4-hour chart trend line. So this is the best which we have. Yeah, so short scenarios right now on Euro Yen. However, if price continues to go up and break those stops here, because we still can have situation that this price will, let me delete the lines because it will be too much. We have those previous stops. So what can happen? Price can move up, maybe we'll retest this, and then we'll continue to go up, down. Sorry. So if this is the case, okay. If we try set up here and this would be losing trade, we wait for another opportunity after breakout, yes, because then maybe we'll get range. Yeah, so after breakout, we start to look for short entries. And if we think about the longs, it will be better to look for setups above this area and then try to look for this target. Okay, and so no longs right now, because we are still on the daily chart, we are still below the 36 EMA. So we need to see that momentum is going up to look for potential buy scenarios on the euro yen. GBP US dollar. Also, this pair almost retraced to the 36 EMA. This is our next support zone with those previous bottoms. What else we have? We have resistance area here, yes, and we have another support level lower here. So we still wait for this retracement to happen. If we go to daily chart, our daily trend line was broken here. Yes, we have daily long, short 1 to 3 retracement to the 12. Yes. So right now we focus on the short entries to target this. Might be like 200 pips. So on the 4-hour chart, we had that. So this could be our 4-hour chart entry here, stop loss above. This will be like a 4-hour chart with the daily combination, entry stop loss around 90 pips. Target 230. We had another opportunity right now to jump in, a little bit steep setup and not so nice for us, because if we get breakout of this 2 to 3 line, we will get probably strong candle and price will close below 0.2. Usually when we have 1 to 3s, we like to get the setup around between the 0.2 and 3, our N entry. Yes, but it's still possible. And when 1-hour chart, we see that we also had here 1-hour chart entry. Oops, just this was like a daily 4-hour chart 2 to 3 line with the 1-hour chart entry here. Stop loss above, it will be like 35 pips. First target would be hit here, yes. Or if you miss this, you had that entry, stop loss again around 35 pips. This case also target 1 would be hit. Yeah, so this is what we had. And right now, if you decide to look for the 1-hour chart entries, again, we need to see new lower low, new lower high, and then we can trade short scenarios. Maybe price is just retesting this trend line and will continue to go down. And using the CAD, we want to prepare this for possible breakouts. Yes, we have support zone. We have also resistance up here. We have another support down here. So we see that price sits here. So maybe we'll get this bigger retracement to 36 or to the next resistance. So if you pay attention on the daily chart, we will see that price is, struggling in this area. So generally, ideally, we would like to see breakout here or breakout here. Yes, and then try to look for long entries for possible trend change, or short entries in the late trend. And like with the Aussie Swiss franc, because we have this range also is quite small, but for intraday traders, it should be more than enough. We have this trend line here. So whenever price gain momentum and breaks this trend line, we can look for short entries here. Target our support area. If we are not interested to trade in this zone here, we just simply wait for breakout of this trend line here together with the 36 and this support zone. USDCAD, we discussed this and we said about a bigger retracement back to weekly 36, and price almost touched this. Finally, we had this retracement. Price also reached a resistance area here. Next resistance is up here. And in case of the support, if price continue to drop, this is the last support which we have. Yes, then we have this. So there is still a lot of room to go lower for this pair. Yes, if we will break those lows. Of course, this still might looks like a big range. Yes, if you pay attention. Yes, something like this. But we will see. Yes, this is like a weekly chart, so we don't have to bother much with this. So what we can get next, still continuation for the retracement or continuation of the down move. Yes, daily chart is still pointing up. We have daily trendline breakout. Yes, even if I take the extension here, you see really strong trend line. So we had this breakout. So what we can say, okay, possible long scenarios on the daily. If we would like to take it on the daily, it will be nice still to get like a last candle here and then look for the daily entries. Yes, it's possible to take it on the daily if we like this. Okay, this is okay. 4-hour chart range. Yes, right now. So on the 4-hour chart, we need to wait for higher high, higher low, and then we can look for buy entries and target this. In 1-hour chart, exactly the same, but we need to see that price is gaining momentum. Yeah, so we need to see that price is moving up. It's making 1, 2, 3, and then we can look for buy entries definitely. Yeah, so this is option for the USDCAD. Long scenarios still because we are above the daily trend line, daily 36 EMA, so everything is pointing up. Gold, we don't have clean situation on gold anymore, in my opinion. We have trend line like this here on this weekly chart. We also have trend line here, but it's far away from our current price action. And we also have trend line here. So we see that price is squeezed right now between those two levels. Yes. So what we can do, we can look for some trades on the lower time frames, but we know that price action is not so obvious here. Yes, gold, we still remember that it's right now all short entries is only the retracement of the monthly chart. Yes, but we can still easily look for possible trades there. So daily momentum went strong, but what happened right now, we have range. Yes, so we can trade in this way that we will go to lower time frames and we will mark this range. This is our range here, and also we have previous lows. But what we can do, we can wait for breakout of this area and breakout of this area. And if we get breakout here, our goal will be daily 36 EMA. And then if price breaks this, maybe it will even go to this trend line here. If we get breakout of those lows, then we target this trend line and then possible breakout and maybe price will go down. But if we have breakout of those lows, we have to pay attention a little bit to previous spike. Yes, to previous spike, because what can happen, maybe we'll get breakout, we'll get setups, price will reach this, and then again will reverse. Okay, then if this happens, we will have this range. We will delete this line and we will just leave those two lines. Okay, so this is what you have to remember. Right now we leave it as it is and we wait for breakouts. Yes, but pay attention to this. If price stops here, if you see that price is struggling here, remember to achieve some profits or break even around this level. Okay, so this is only to understand where price might to stop. So this is gold, and oil still climbing up. So let's try to look for the resistance. Our resistance is up here. Yes, it's up here. Let me just unzoom a little bit. Next is up here, so it's really high. Currently, price is not directly on the resistance. Here, I would say that there was strong resistance. Now it's support level. But if we pay attention, here we had this spike where price also reacted. So we can leave this. And as long as it's climbing up, of course, we focus on the retracements and buy. Any retracement can be possible, but right now it's pointing up really strong. Also on the daily chart, you see it's climbing. We have this trend line here. We have this trend line like this, yeah, or like that. So any retracement to the 36 to the trend line, we look for potential buy scenarios here. Yes. Lower time frames for our chart also is pointing up. So any retracement on the Renkos or on the classic way, it's option to buy. If we would like to sell, we at least need to wait for a trend line breakout. If we treat this as a false breakout, yeah, because we have trend line, we can draw it like this. So if we would like to take short entries, I would wait for this trend line breakout, yes, to look for short entries. So after this breakout, short entries and target this. Okay, as long as everything is pointing up and everything holding, any retracement for you is potential buy entry. Also 1 hour chart, which is a little bit ugly right now. We don't have much. So right now, wait for the retracement to the 36 to this trend line, and then start to look for buys again on oil. I personally don't trade oil. I don't like what I have, but I know that some of you trade this, so that's why in our weekly forecast. Okay, guys, so thanks a lot for watching this video. If you have any questions, like always, feel free to contact me, and hope to you soon. Bye.